Hello guys, today's our last video. Let's start. We're going to talk about parts of speech in grammar. If you remember, we saw this one on the third bimester. The parts of speech are adjectives, conjunctions, nouns, prepositions, or others, and are called also the parts of a sentence. Why should I learn the parts of speech? Because it's going to help you with identify the tenses and write correctly, okay? Especially with the punctuation marks. We need to identify them, so I'm going to give you the basic ones. Nouns, pronouns, verbs, adjectives, articles, adverbs, prepositions, conjunctions, and interjections. But in our classroom, we made a bigger list because we include the punctuation marks, the negative statements, and a helping verb, so we can identify if it's a verb or a helping verb. We're going to make a review about this. Let's start with the pronouns. As you remember, a pronoun is the subject, who or whom are doing the activities. I, you, we, they, he, she, it are the most common, and those are called the subject pronouns. We saw this block, the objective pronouns. Remember? Now, let's start with the next one, that are the nouns. If you remember, nouns are a person, a place, an animal, or a thing, like the name of a person, a city, a country, an animal, the day of the week, a fruit, food, or others. Now let's go with the adjectives. If you remember, adjectives can describe a noun, and you can have happy, sad, small, big, yellow, golden, or even you can use a comparative or a superlative, like bigger, smallest, the most interesting. Those are adjectives. Now guys, if you remember, we saw some prepositions. In, on, and at gives you the time or the place, but you can find others like in front, between, behind, across, over, that gives you the place that you are doing the activity. Those are prepositions. Now let's see the articles, guys. An article is a, an, or the. They usually are at the beginning of the sentence. Now let's see the conjunctions. If you remember, conjunctions are words that joins two ideas or two phrases. And we saw fanboys and the awubis that are the subordinating conjunctions. Fanboys are like and, for, or, and subordinate conjunctions can be because, although, if, or others. Now, the next one is the basic one, verbs. Any kind of verb in any tense, in present, in past, even if you're doing with ing. Verbs are the action of the sentence. Now, let's see a helping verb. A helping verb helps you with negative and questions, especially in questions like do you, does he, or when you're making negative statements like I don't, I didn't, or others. Now let's see adverbs. This one we already see it, and it's very simple. It's actually describing the action. How you do it, how you eat it, how often you make an activity, when or where. And punctuation mark, we saw it last month. Period, questions, quotation marks, apostrophe, commas, hyphen, exclamation point, colons, parentheses, or semicolon. If you find it in a sentence, you give it a 10. Now, hope you like it, guys. I miss you so much. And this is our last video. Goodbye. I love you.